Hi, my name is Nicholas. I am the lab manager here at the Developmental Affective Neuroscience Lab at Columbia University. As a part of my job, I am helping run the PACT study in the lab. The PACT study is a parent and children coming together study that is looking at the effects of early caregiving adversity on brain development and behavior. As a part of this study, we are seeing 350 children in which we have them play different games with us, complete an MRI, as well as interview the families about their children's development. This study is a really big study, and we have many team members in the lab helping run this study. As a part of that team, we have research assistants who work on a variety of tasks, including data collection, data entry, as well as administrative tasks, including contacting families as well. We have two lovely research assistants on this team, Madeline and Gabby, who have been critical parts of the study for this summer. They started with us in June, and they have really been effective and efficient in helping us move forward with the study in terms of where our data is and how we conceptualize the information that we're collecting from these families. They do that all the time.
At the Dan Lab this summer, I worked primarily on doing data entry for specific questionnaires, mostly ones having to do with trauma and with child behaviors. And aside from that, one of my other main duties was working on packet prep for all the study sessions. So this entailed preparing and organizing all the different questionnaires that the children and the parents have to take, and all the tasks that the children have to do during the 3 to 4 hour window in which we see them. This was really interesting because it allowed me to see all the different questionnaires that we use, especially when trying to test different things, such as like if a child has experienced trauma or if they have or showing any symptoms or signs of a mental health disorder. And with the Dan Lab being such a large lab, it allowed me to, or it allows me, still gives me the opportunity to approach different people on career advice, especially given I'm a senior and I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want to do post-grad. But having both a clinical team and a research team really gives me the opportunity to talk to different people about different paths I can take post-graduation. And the lab this summer itself has actually helped me narrow down my focus. Going into the summer, I knew that I wanted to work with the Latinx immigrant population after college, but I wasn't fully sure in what capacity. And working at the lab has made me realize that I want to focus more on people who have experienced intergenerational trauma or trauma from migration. So overall, my experience at the Dan Lab this summer has been very helpful for guiding me to what my future path will be, and providing me with different tools that I can use post-graduation.
This summer, I worked in the Dan Lab on the PAC study, and I've gained a lot of insight about development that's been relevant in my personal life and in many other things that I do. I have 2 cousins that were adopted, so having a better understanding of adoption and early caregiver separation has helped me to better understand what they've been through and help me connect with them on a more personal level. Additionally, I'm a volunteer ballet teacher for 5 and 6-year-olds and 8 to 10-year-olds, and learning about development and early adversity has helped me to have more patience and understanding for them, which I believe has made me a much better instructor. At the Dan Lab, my responsibilities included entering data from questionnaires and parent interviews, cross-checking data, and writing scripts for cleaning task data, and completing follow-up phone calls with parents about 6 months after their visits. I spent time learning how to write scripts in Python, which is a really valuable skill that I'll take away from this experience and be able to use in the future. I also gained a lot of relevant experience speaking with parents at the visits and over the phone. Additionally, working at the Dan Lab has helped me focus in on what I'm interested in studying in the future. This semester, I'm taking Introduction to Developmental Psychology, Programming in Python, and Introduction to Sociology. These 3 classes I all decided to take this summer while I was working at the Dan Lab because I wanted to learn more about them. I'm really interested in formalizing my education in Python as well as what I've learned about developmental psychology in the lab this summer. I'm also interested in studying the intersection of developmental psychology, sociology, and education. For the past year, I've been volunteering with a student group called One-to-One Tutoring, where we pair Columbia students with elementary age students from Washington Heights, Morningside Heights, and Harlem for weekly tutoring sessions. This past year, I had a really positive experience working with my student because I feel like he really benefited from having one-to-one help from an instructor. And this semester, I'm beginning a project to offer free SH/SAT test prep to 7th graders in the spring. And because of the work I've done at the Dan Lab with managing and cleaning data, I think that I'm well prepared to take on this task and to stay organized while I do it.